What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm showing you guys how I take care of my facial hair, washing, cutting, and making sure you keep your skin looking nice in the process. You can see it looks kind of dry, kind of crusty. I haven't trimmed it in a while. For the first step, we're going to go into brushing. Just make sure you get any debris loose that doesn't need to be there and get all the hairs untangled before you start cutting and washing. So next we'll be cutting. Here I'm using a 1/4 inch guard for my wall clippers, which I'll show you in a second. I got these wall clippers from Walmart. They're just basic clippers for trimming facial hair, lining your hair up. I also use them to line my hair if you can't tell. So now what we'll do is just go along your whole face, trim your whole face. Don't go too fast if this is your first time. You want to make sure you get every hair. You can see I kind of puff my cheek out. This is to make sure the hairs that are sitting down, that I can push them up a little bit so I can cut those as well. I usually start from the bottom up, mostly because the bottom hairs are more coarse. They take more attention to cut them. Next, my goatee, and then the mustache. Just do the same thing throughout. You want to make sure it's all the same length. It'll help it look nicer at the end. If some of your hairs are being difficult, it's good to go more than one direction, so I also go down. This helps to make sure I get every little hair and leave none untouched to make sure it looks the best. Then I'll brush it again, get any hairs loose that were cut but just kind of stayed in the beard or the mustache. Go back over it one more time to make sure you got every hair. And we'll brush it back down to make sure it's all ready for the next step. The next step is lining. I like the top of my beard to be about to the point of the bottom of my lower lip. That's just the guideline I use. Everyone's different, but for me that's what I think looks the best. And so when you're doing this, obviously you want to create a straight line. There are certain places you can buy lining tools from to make sure you get the line right, looking nice and clean, but for me, I just do it freehand, and I kind of just press down where I want the line to be and push up, and for me this gets a good line to make sure it looks good. When you're lining your beard, you want to make sure both sides are even, meaning the top of your line is the same height on each side, because if not, your face won't be symmetrical and obviously won't look as good. Another tip I use when I trim my facial hair is I make sure the top line of my beard is parallel to my jawline. This makes it look nicer for people who keep a straight line on their beard. Next, I will line the outer part of my mustache, the lower outer part of my mustache, get a nice straight line and keep it crisp. The part I'm doing now is one of the most crucial parts. It can be the difference between your beard looking clean or looking messy. Line the bottom part of your mustache right above your upper lip. I wouldn't go any more than 1 millimeter from the top of your upper lip to the bottom of your mustache. And now I'm lining the top of my mustache. This height is variable. Me, I like to do about 1/3 to 1/2 inch. And I don't let my hair go up to my nose. It's uncomfortable, itchy, not my style. Now I'm lining on the sides of my goatee. I grow a lot of ingrown or little baby hairs in that area, so I trim those off to keep the inside below my lip looking clean. And now for the upper portion of my lower beard, below my lip, I line that up. The height of this is also up to you. Sometimes I change mine. Right now that's pretty low, as you can see. A lot of times I do it higher to make it look more in line with my sides of my beard. Right here you can see I'm just kind of taking care of any loose or stray hairs next to my sideburns. Some people don't have to worry about this just because their hairs don't grow there, but mine, they do. So I like to take care of those. Now the outside of my sideburn, also this isn't necessary for everyone. For me it is. It's just up to you. The next step I almost forgot while I was filming, but we will be trimming the hairs underneath the chin, behind the chin. You can see mine is really scruffy looking and not pleasing to look at. When I do mine, I like to trim it just under my jawline. For people who have weak jawlines, this will make your jawline look more defined, more masculine. I don't really have that problem, but I use that tip anyway. And then any other hairs on my neck, I get rid of those to keep it looking clean. Unfortunately for me, I have razor bumps. If you'd like to see a video on how to take care of those, let me know. I'll be sure and make one. Now I'm going to wet my face to get ready for washing it. Make sure your beard is nice and wet to get any loose debris, anything out that shouldn't be there. For my wash, I use a Shea Moisture beard wash, obviously for men. I got mine at Walmart. I'm not sure where else you can get it, but if you're looking to buy that, it's at Walmart. I put about a quarter-sized glob on my hand and I wash it into my beard just like you would do the hair on your head. I rub it in pretty hard to make sure I get everything out that shouldn't be there. I'm relatively athletic, so I sweat a lot and it can get caught in your beard and make it not look so good. Next, obviously, when I rinse the wash out, you don't want to leave it in and have your beard become itchy or dry because you left it in. Next, I'm going to use the beard conditioning oil by the same company, Shea Moisture, from Walmart. This is a must if you want to keep your beard looking healthy and shiny. I put about a dime-sized glob on my hand and rub it in. Make sure you get the root to the ends nice and moisturized. Don't worry if you get anywhere else on your face. It's not a big deal. You can just wipe it up later. Now I will put a facial lotion onto my face around the areas where I cut. If you can't tell, my skin around the areas I cut are kind of red and irritated. This will help to take care of that. Also, just like at a barbershop, you can put rubbing alcohol on it to disinfect the lines where you cut. Me, I choose to use this because it'll also moisturize. I don't use regular lotion just because regular lotion can clog your pores. It's a little too thick. This is made specifically for your face, so you won't have to worry about that. This is a dream, I still want them packs. Fuck do you mean? Married discreet and I got me a ring. Shout out them choppers and shout out them fiends. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any more questions about facial hair care, or if you'd like to see a video on how to grow your facial hair, let me know and I'd be more than happy to make it for you guys. You can smell it through the plastic. Yo boy magic. Ooh shit tragic. Yeah.